The greater good.
Hey everybody, Greater Good Mining here. I was excited to receive an invite to Cypherpunk 2023. It was kind of a last minute thing, and I'm so glad I went because I got to meet some really cool people that are into the same stuff as me, which is crypto. I got to learn a lot about Flux, proof of useful work. I got to interact with so many great people that I've been watching on YouTube for such a long time. I got a lot of their autographs in that book. I'll cut together some scenes where you see some of my favorite content creators signing my Book of Kaspa. So I had a great time. I'm just going to piece this together. This is a perspective of a humble home miner, and I just wanted to piece together some clips that I thought were pretty cool. And then I'm going to also go do some long format videos where I'm going to put the entire proof of useful work presentation all in one video. It's a long video, but I figured it would be good to just put the information out there. I'm sure it's out there already, but I wanted to put it on my channel too. I was honored that they invited me, and I want to have that information on my channel as well. So anyway, let's get started. First thing you'll see is Daniel Keller signing my Book of Kaspa and talking about possibly having a relationship with Kaspa in the next coming year. They're going to be at Cypherpunk 2024. So let's hear it from the man himself, Daniel Keller.
So hey everybody, this is Greater Good Mining. I am with Daniel Keller here with Flux, and I'm doing a olive branch thing here. I know that sometimes between Kaspa and Cadena there can be some bad blood, but we're all on the same team. We all want decentralization, and we want the future of crypto to be bright. So I asked Mr. Daniel Keller here if he could take a second and let me know, is Kaspa going to be integrated soon?
Yes, so we're going to do as much as we can for Kaspa. We love proof of work projects. Flux is one of the projects that really we'll work with that anyway. I especially like Kaspa and the way that they've kind of grown up, and I've got to watch them grow. So they have a good team over there, and I really enjoy working with them. So Cypherpunk 2023 is happening right now. So Cypherpunk 2024, the Kaspa crew will all be here. They're coming, I'm telling you right now. So we already talked to them. So
that's awesome.
I'm going to autograph this book and say, keep mining, and
thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. There you go.
Thank you, Mr. Keller. It's
awesome.
A pleasure.
Thank you. Yep.
As I started to walk through after talking to Daniel Keller, I got to see some really cool stuff like this DeLorean with the hoverboard in it. How cool is that? And then I came across DeFi Kingdoms. It's a play-to-earn game built on DeFi protocols. And if you want to check out their website, I'm going to put the websites to some of the booths that I saw in the description, so you can check out the websites of these vendors that were there. While I was on my way to the main stage to hear some speakers they lined up for the day, I ran across Wendy O, and I could not pass up the opportunity to have her sign my copy of the Book of Kaspa.
Hey everybody, I'm with Wendy O, and we're at Cypherpunk, and I just asked her if she'd sign my Book of Kaspa. She took a minute. Thank you, I appreciate your time. She's emceeing today. It's very exciting. Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Join you Friday? Thursday, sorry.
Oh, no, I want you to come on my show on a Friday, because we do like a panel discussion. We talk about the breaking news, and you're probably way smarter than I am because you're into the mining and tech stuff, so I'd love to have you on to get your take. It would be a lot of fun.
I don't know about that.
Fridays, 10 a.m. PST, the O Show, and Greater Good Mining is going to grace us with his presence.
Yeah, thanks, Wendy. Nice to meet you.
You too.
It's not every day you get invited to go on the O Show with Wendy O. I'm pretty excited to try that one day. I'm going to hit you up one day on that, Wendy. I'm going to take you up on that offer. Anyway, here's her channel. If you're not subbed, you should go sub to Wendy O. After talking with Wendy O, I got to hear a presentation from Benjamin J. Ditcher. He was the spokesperson for Canadian Freedom Convoy with the goals of ending COVID mandates and mandatory data tracking. These things limited the freedom of Canadian citizens to travel or return to their home country. This movement inspired people around the world to protest against encroaching authoritarianism within their governments. So I was really happy to be able to hear this speech from Benjamin Ditcher. The footage they played was inspiring. Unfortunately, there isn't enough time in this video to show the entire speech, so I'm just going to summarize it in my own words, what the speech was all about. You might ask yourself, what does this protest have to do with crypto? Well, the Freedom Convoy consisted of regular, hardworking people who participated in a protest that they believed in. Their trucks are their livelihood, and while participating in the protest, they were not taking in any money to feed their families and pay their bills. They sacrificed to make this protest happen because they believed so strongly that the government had gone too far, encroaching on their rights as citizens. So many people across the world believed in their cause, and they were able to raise over $10 million through GoFundMe. That sounds great, right? But the cruel irony in the story is that GoFundMe also decided to encroach on their citizens' rights by shutting down the fundraising page, essentially cutting off funding to the truckers and putting pressure on them to stop their protest. This is where the importance of crypto comes into play. Benjamin Ditcher goes on to explain how Bitcoin saved the day. After GoFundMe shut down the truckers' page, donations started coming in to the truckers in the form of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin cannot be shut down. Between presentations, I got a chance to talk to Max Voltage and Hobbyist Miner, and they also took time to sign my copy of the Book of Kaspa.
Hey everybody, I'm with Max Voltage and we're at Cypherpunk, and I asked him if he'd sign my Kaspa book.
All right, there you go.
Thanks, Max. Appreciate
No
it.
problem.
Hey, we're at Cypherpunk. I'm with Hobbyist. You know him. And I've asked him to sign my Kaspa book. So thanks for taking the time, man. I appreciate it. It's been really nice chatting with you, hanging out here.
Hobbyist told me that he was retiring his iconic mining gnome logo, so I was pumped to receive some of the last stickers he had in his stash. Next up on the main stage was a presentation on SSP Wallet. You might ask yourself, why another wallet? Well, this wallet's different. SSP is a true two-factor authentication wallet where both your SSP wallet and your SSP key are needed. Everything about SSP is open source. Anyone can verify anything with the code. I've left a link to the GitHub page in the description if anyone wants to check it out. On the way to the next presentation, I ran into Mr. Tech Hustler. We hung out, took some pics of the DeLorean, he signed my Kaspa book, and I even got to hear him say his catchphrase, Oakley Dokley, live and in person.
I'm here at Cypherpunk, and Mr. Tech Hustler's here signing my Kaspa book.
Oakley Dokley.
Oakley Dokley.
There we go.
We got some pics in the DeLorean here. This thing's sweet. Thanks a lot, man. It's been fun hanging with you.
It was nice hearing from Daniel Keller himself on Flux's business model and their plans for the future. Take it away, Dan.
The beginning. So many people think, well, it's been a six-year road to get here. It's been 6 years to get here, but we're just getting started. We're literally getting ready to tune up all the bells and whistles. So what's the Flux business model? Because many people say, okay, what problem do you solve? Well, we solve the have and have-nots between compute resources, right? We have an individual who needs compute resources and an individual that has compute resources, and we bring them together and we supply them with infrastructure. But with that, there is a business model that's built around that as well. Just because you're decentralized, just because you're blockchain, doesn't mean you shouldn't have a business plan. Your community helps drive that business plan. That's who helps us, come up with our path forward. But it's essential to have these key parts in place. So we have Flux Drive, which is our basically Dropbox competitor, WordPress, our type node structure, our marketplace, and we also have some network fees that help to generate revenue to keep the project going. These are important things because there's this kind of misconception in blockchain that you can't make any money if you're on a team or on a project, right? They're like, I don't want to pay fees, I don't want to pay do this, I don't want to do that. And it's like, I get it. But in reality, for us to build a better product, you always have to have something in there. Our goal is to make the community the recipient of those set of fees. To make the people that are providing the infrastructure the recipient of those fees.
After that presentation, I was trying to take a break from all the awesome, but I just kept running into more awesome. I got a chance to talk with the veteran miner, and he not only signed my copy of my Book of Kaspa, he also hooked me up with some sweet custom Flux cables and a sticker. Check it out. Then bam, right after that, I ran into Hawk Crypto Mining with Terra Hosting, and he hooked me up with some stickers and a magnet too. Pretty sweet day so far, right?
I'm at Cypherpunk with Hawk, and you were signing my Kaspa book. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thanks, man. Hawk, you're the man.
My man, I'll see you later.
In this next clip, we've got a panel of people talking, Daniel Keller and your friend Andy included. And Daniel Keller and your friend Andy both agree that maybe not everything belongs on the blockchain.
People pitch you these ideas. Like I was walking through like Walmart the other day, and somebody walked by and they looked at me a little bit, and they came back and like, "Are you Dan Keller?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then I spent 45 minutes listening to this guy's scenario of how he wants to put his the chips inside of animals on the blockchain. And he's telling me all about how he mapped it out, how he envisions it. It's going to be on the blockchain and everything else. And at the end of it, I was like, dude, you need a database, right? I mean, it's a great idea. It isn't going to function the way that you think that it is. So yeah, I mean, I think we need to take that time and and explain that to people and say, look, you can set that goal for it to eventually be like blockchain or have that blockchain infrastructure, but you're gonna have to do it incrementally.
So if a few of us on this panel agree that maybe, possibly, not everything in life belongs on the blockchain.
Agreed.
After this panel discussion ended, I caught up with your friend Andy while he was between speaking engagements, and he took the time to chat with me about his Kaspa miners and sign my copy of the Book of Kaspa.
Hey, I'm with your friend Andy, and he's going to sign my Book of Kaspa. I'm stacking up the signatures. How's it going, Andy?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too, man. It's been fun hanging out. Thanks, man.
You bet.
Did you put your seed phrase down there or no?
Yeah, I put it.
Oh, thanks a lot, Andy. Appreciate it.
All right, even though I couldn't trick Andy into writing a seed phrase in my Book of Kaspa, it was still fun chatting with him. Check out his YouTube page and give him a sub. After I talked to Andy, I was on my way back to the main stage, and I heard a fight was about to break out.
This is going to be a really great demonstration, and if you guys are standing in the back, you're probably going to want to come up and sit a little bit closer so you can see. We've got Rob from Karate Combat. So before I give him the stage, as a boxer, they invited me to one of their events, and it was fantastic. So, enjoy.
Let's go! We've been working for years to build a platform that gives our fighters and our fans control of Karate Combat. A league controlled by the locker room and the living room, not the boardroom. To do this, Karate Combat is issuing its own karate token. And over time, the league will give away half of them for free to our athletes and fans.
All fans get these Karate Combat tokens, and they can actually influence the league. If they place their tokens on a fighter they think is going to win, and they win, they get more tokens. If not, they have to try again next time.
A league controlled by the fans. Now that's interesting. I went live while this was going on, so some of this footage is a little more choppy than my other camera, but you get the point. Check it out.
Oh, yeah! Yeah! To the couch! Oh, he's done. He's done already.
Whew, that was intense. I need a drink after all that. Wait a second. Well, looky who we have here. It's the Mining King. And he signed my Book of Kaspa too.
Hey everybody, Greater Good Mining here. I'm with the Mining King, and he's going to sign my Kaspa book. And he's a lefty. The Mining King is a lefty. Thanks, man.
No problem, man. Huge man.
After the Mining King signed the Book of Kaspa, it was time for Wired Wednesday, hosted by the Veteran Miner and GPU Risers, who also signed the Book of Kaspa. You can check out the full live stream on GPU Risers' homepage, and here it is right here. Go to their homepage, give them a sub while you're there, and check out the panel from Wired Wednesday live at Cypherpunk. I wanted to give a shout out to Geek of All Trades. I talked with him a lot, and he's a great dude. Somehow I missed a chance to have him sign the Book of Kaspa. He's the only one on this panel that I missed, but don't worry, I'll catch you next time, goat. Next, I wanted to show you a clip from this presentation by WagMe Games.
You know, I saw that Wendy O was hosting, and then my wife said she was coming, and I was like, sweet, there's gonna be 2 women at this convention. You know, we got to meet some more wives, so that was great. But yeah, thank you, sweetie, appreciate you being here. So, some of you guys might not recognize me because if you were watching the next Crypto Jam, I had on a massive mech suit, and I wanted to bring it, I really did, but I wouldn't be able to get up those stairs and I wouldn't make it down that hallway. But I want to play this video for you. If you haven't had a chance to watch the show yet, it's the world's first television reality TV show about crypto. George is one of the judges. We are all George, but I told him if we didn't win, I would break his Legos. So things get interesting. But I want you guys to check out this video. This was our introduction, and this will kind of give you a real good introduction to us and what we're all about. I should have totally brought the suit, guys. That would have been so much fun. But, you know, as a gaming franchise, right, there's a lot of games that are building in Web3 right now, and everybody says the same thing. We want mass adoption, we have AAA graphics, we have amazing gameplay, you can make money, and a lot of these things most gamers could give a shit less about, right? Gamers want to play fun games. Gamers are more worried about their KD ratio, finding exclusive items, flexing on their friends, playing together. I mean, anybody who's my age growing up knows that if you were in OG Xbox live lobbies playing Halo, that's where boys became men. Right? The things that were said, we can't repeat on stage. Am I right? Yeah, you see all the laughing down here. And it's true, because that's gaming culture. Gaming culture isn't just about providing, you know, a cool game. It's about giving gamers something that they can relate to, they can talk about with their friends. And a big thing that we're doing at WAGMI Games, what makes us different, aside from all the AAA graphics and fun gameplay, is we're leading with story. We're really working towards being a transmedia entertainment franchise that extends beyond the realm of just gameplay.
WAGMI Games website is pretty sweet looking. Look at the characters they got. The characters are really cool. After I listened to the presentation from WAGMI Games, I wanted to go check out the Flux swag that they had over at this booth. It looked pretty cool. While I was checking out the merch, I ran into this guy right here, Ovalboard Tech, and he signed my Book of Kaspa 2. I'm with Ovalboard Tech. We're at Cypherpunk, and he's signing my Kaspa book. Yeah. Have a good time. Fancier heart than Wendy. As you can tell, I had a really good time here, and I'd really want to come back next year. There was so much more to Cypherpunk than I could show you in this video, and honestly, this video doesn't even do it justice. It's not easy to show on camera the genuine connections made at an event like this. When you have so many bright minds under one roof, great things are bound to happen. The only way to really get a feel for it is to be there yourself. So if you can make it next year, I'd highly recommend coming to Cypherpunk 2024. If you do decide to go, then I'll see you there. In the meantime, don't forget to keep it decentralized for the greater good. The greater good.